I was a Trumper, but I think it's time to change.
I know who I'm not going to vote for.
Who are you?
I will not vote for Donald Trump. I can't associate myself with the Republican Party under Donald Trump. I agree wholeheartedly. The Trump we're seeing now is a completely different Trump than Trump of 2016 and even 2020. He's running a campaign strictly for revenge. I think he poses a clear threat to our democracy, our institution.
You had voted for Trump in the past, though.
Yes.
What was it that turned you away?
2016 Trump, 2020 Trump, 2024 Trump are very different people.
What do you think about the funding of Ukraine?
No, I don't think that should happen.
Why not?
Because we need to take care of America first.
America first? I agree, but
America first.
I'd make the argument that funding Ukraine is exactly how we put America first, because a lot of people think we're sending cash backs, but we're sending old military equipment, right? And after we send that military equipment, we get to create new American jobs to restock and repile that, right?
That's a good point.
On top of
That's a
that,
good point.
do you think Vladimir Putin's our enemy?
Not really,
Really, why not?
because I think he's trying to run his own country, and he's not. I don't think he is a threat to America.
It's okay that he's running his own country, but the problem is when he starts to invade other countries next to him. So we should protect sovereign countries. We should protect our allies, essentially, right?
I agree.
So-
That's like us trying to invade Canada.
And that wouldn't be okay.
Right.
So to piece my argument together, we're creating new American jobs, and in the process, we get to protect an ally, a sovereign country, Ukraine, from, I think Vladimir Putin is a dictator. He's a threat. He's not a good guy. So I think we're protecting America's interests. I think this is exactly how we put America first, right? Can you see that point of view?
That is a very good point. That's a good point. You've educated me a lot. I appreciate that.
What's different about 2024 Trump?
A lot of people that have worked for him in the past say they won't come back. Obviously, January 6th happened. A lot of indictments have happened. And to be honest with you, I don't know that he wants my vote. Or those of us that supported Nikki Haley has been pretty clear.
Anything but Trump.
That was your priority.
That's my priority.
Is that the biggest reason you supported Nikki Haley?
Yeah, I'd say.
Because of Donald Trump?
Yes. Yeah.
I would vote for Joe Biden over Donald Trump in a heartbeat.
Republican. I am. What do you do when that is end? If he is the nominee and it's he and Joe Biden, what do you do? I vote for Joe Biden.
Hi, Nikki Haley.
I think Donald Trump is a threat to the well-being of our country.
If she drops out, would you be disappointed if she endorsed Trump?
If she does, I'll vote Democrat.
No.
That's all there is to it.
It's important to me to keep Trump out of office again. Project 2025, I've read it, I've studied it. It's scary, it's frightening. I've lived in a constitutional democracy all my life. I want to remain that way, and I want my grandchildren to grow up in one. Not a dictatorship.
And I'm curious, over the last two elections, have you voted Trump in the past? Was it something where you voted for him, you trusted him, and you were disappointed?
Yes, I voted for him in 2016. I am a registered Republican, and I regretted that vote almost immediately.
I was a Trumper, but I think it's time to change. I'm just kind of tired of his attitude. I think he's in it for himself.
What do you think about Donald Trump being charged with conspiracy to defraud the United States?
I personally think it's a witch hunt.
You think so?
Yeah. I think they'll do anything to get rid of him because they don't like him.
Do you know what he's being accused of exactly?
Well, conspiracy.
Basically, what they're accusing him of is gathering fake electors to try to certify the results in his favor in multiple states. He also called Georgia asking him to flip the results of the election.
Right.
Do you think there's any truth in that? You did say he's all for himself. So.
I think he probably did.
So
in a roundabout way.
So if he did it, then don't you think he should be prosecuted?
Well, if they have proof, yes.
So it's not quite a witch hunt. They're just trying to gather the proof and stuff, basically.
Right.
Interesting. Are you a fan of Mike Pence?
No.
Why not?
Because he was with Donald Trump, and I think he's unloyal.
You think he's unloyal to Donald Trump?
Yeah.
In what way?
I think he's just, now that he's away, he's bad-mouthing. You know, why didn't he do something while he was in there?
Well, what Donald Trump wanted him to do was overturn the results of a Democratic election. And he keeps saying over there he put the Constitution over Trump. So don't you think that's a smart thing to do? Wouldn't you prioritize the Constitution over Trump?
Yes, I would. The Constitution comes first.
So when Trump asked Pence to override the results of the election,
He was wrong.
Trump was wrong?
I believe so, yes.
Interesting. So you can understand why Trump is bad-mouthing him now. He's trying to set the precedent that Trump isn't someone who should be in office.
That's right, yeah.
Interesting.
Biden's foreign policy is awful.
What about it do you not like?
I don't like how he's stoking the flames of war, basically. Ukraine, I don't think we should be as big of a part of that as we are.
Why not?
It's kind of their fight, honestly. I don't think it's really our place to be sending all of our taxpayers' dollars over there, you know, just...
When a country attempts to invade a sovereign country right next to them, don't you think we should attempt to at least preserve liberal democracy across Europe in any way we can?
I mean, I guess it kind of depends. I just think in that situation, we shouldn't. They're pretty corrupt, in my opinion.
More corrupt than Russia, though?
No, I wouldn't say so.
It feels like there's an alternate reality where we didn't do anything at all, and Russia was able to take Ukraine with absolute ease, you know? They were able to just march in there, take everything, and then what's next? What if they want to take the next country, and the next country? Eventually, it's gonna turn into U.S. soldiers having to get involved. So I feel like the return on investment for this, right? We literally gave like a very small portion of our GDP, and we've crippled our biggest enemy, both militarily and economically, right? Russia's not going to recover for decades. Doesn't it feel like this was a good return on investment?
Yeah, I guess yeah, I agree, yeah. And I agree with your point that we don't want him to keep going on if we didn't intervene with Ukraine. I don't know, I guess it kind of makes sense.
We obviously disagree on some fundamental things, but these conversations are like really important, right?